Hi friends, welcome to my disaster workspace. Right now it's kind of functioning as a storage space, but we need to start this vlog by getting organized and cleaning it because it's just horrendous. So thank you for tuning in. Watch me clean, and I'll show you guys, like, I have some stuff that I had bought when I was away on my trip that I wanted to show. It's still here, not packed or not unpacked. And I have some projects that I finished using the yarn that I bought in the last video. So let's get started. In the last video, I bought a bunch of skeins of yarn. So I made this navy bucket hat. It's kind of more like a large men's size. I made a fruit hat, a lemon fruit hat. And this is the kelp bucket hat. I wanted to try it out, and I used this like cream. It's kind of like an oatmeal color. And then with the leftover yarn, I was able to knit up this beanie that has these really pretty decreases. So I'll probably make this again. I'm thinking a smaller size. It looks very cute. I wanted to do more like neutral stuff. That's why I bought those yarns. And the rest are in here, and like the leftover navy and yellow skeins, so I need to unpack these as well. So I need to tag this. Okay, tagged, and it will go back in my sale bin. I also recently made a bunch of these headbands because I wanted like cheaper price options. So this is from Viv Crochet, her pattern, and it is like what's this called? I forget, but you know, cute headbands. So most of these are made of cotton. I have some, and these are nice because I get to use like my scraps. So I have some different colors, and this one was a different pattern from YouTube. I'll try to link all the patterns in the description. So this one's 12, I think I listed that one as. I have a red one, but I need to find a way to display these better, I feel like, because a lot of people like didn't even, I had like one laying out so people could see what it was, and I have bought new labels for my table that are like little chalk stands cards, and it says like hair accessories, but like no one was like pulling them out. But maybe again, it's just like not my target audience there. So maybe at the next art crawl in Hamilton, these might be better. We'll see. So in here is what I got when I was in Fenland Falls. So they had a like fiber art store. So I went and I spent money. Let me show you what I got. I got 3 of these skeins, and I think I'm gonna knit it into a vest, and they're gorgeous. They are from Italy, and what was the blend? 60% wool, 25 acrylic, and 15 cotton. So I got 3 of those, and I want to clean out my shelf here a little bit so I can display those. There's the 3rd one. And I got this bag of wool from Cameron, which is just near Fenland Falls, because I want to try to dye it myself and spin it. So that'll be its own project. And we went to a thrift store. I believe it was called the Hop and Swap or something like that, and this was in Lindsay. So I got this fabric that was $3. Very nice. Nice breathable. I have to unravel it to see like how much there actually is, but it looks like a decent amount. And I'll put that with my sewing stuff. I got this like shawl that's like they got these kind of like flowery prints, and this was only $2, but I thought I could wear it in the summer, like either around your shoulder or like tie it around like a beach cover. It's like a big long triangle, so that needs to go into the wash. And then I got some other art supplies. So I got these bags of buttons, and I got another one of like vintage buttons, which are like really dirty in there. But I'm probably gonna take these out and clean them up and put them in a jar. And oh, I also got some beads. They had some like you know, like beads that you get like at Michael's, but this was $4, so very good price considering how much they usually cost. So this will go with my jewelry stuff. Okay, we've made improvement. So obviously these bins are still here. This is my market stuff. So I'm going to find either some tote bins like this and put the bags in it so that I can actually just store them like in the basement or something. And here is some yarn on the bottom and then a bunch of whips on top. So I'm going to be doing like a whip week where I just work through stuff. Some of them are like almost done. Actually, most of them. So I want to get those done. Up here I have some yarn just kind of like storing down there. So I need to like unravel that, put all that yarn together and finish unraveling that. I put in some yarns and I put the small like cottons up there, so that's fine. Some down there is like paper bags, extra yarn. That's like a whip project that I'm going to be starting up again soon, and that's like extra market display stuff that I don't really use. And this yarn needs to be rolled up, that's why it's over here. Oh yeah, that yarn's on top because there is a market bag that I'm selling that the straps are kind of thin, so I want to add some more rounds to that. Over here is like the same, like I don't know what to do with like these little candle guys. I have my keyboard here. Yeah, I kind of rearranged this stuff here. So frog, I put I have like a macrame holder that I put a plant in. That's fine. And that's like scrap fabric that's just sitting there. I basically cleaned off the desk pretty well. One of the rungs on that sticks or whatever came out, so I put some glue in it. It's just drying there. These all need to be unraveled, so that is my to-do list. This guy, that one I started, but it snags a lot, so I'm gonna slowly work through those. This one I also was unraveling like last year, but I kind of stopped. I am wondering if I should just seam it back up because I don't really like use this yarn that much. It's not that soft, so I'm wondering if I should just like tie it off and then just use it as kind of like a small blanket over here. This was given to me. That was going to be donated to reuse the yarn, so I might do that. And again, I have all these like sewing, knitting, fabric bags. And here's like that new yarn I bought that I don't really have a spot for. Back there is a bag of like painting supplies that when I was going to painting classes, but I'm not doing that anymore, so I probably need to unpack that. And that's the same. My like sewing desk, basically. These are going to go into my like crochet bag. I'll probably put one of these away. This is all my like sewing setup. That's for my boyfriend. And I need to get a jar. Maybe I'll look for a large jar in the basement to put these buttons in, and then I'll like kind of go through that like nasty bag, and yeah, that's about it. Okay, I was gonna find a jar because I know I have a large jar, but I think I might have donated it. Then I remembered I have these that were for my brother, so I think I'm going to kind of color coordinate. I'm kind of scared about all this in here. I don't know if there was like seashells in here. I don't know. I might need to like wash those. I want to make a sweater where I do like mix match buttons on them. I think that would be so cute. Okay, beads are dispersed. I kind of have an empty spot there, but ew, nasty stuff in there. These are the vintage ones. So some pretty cool ones. The ones in here are really nice. There was like some nice wooden ones. I think some of them were like heart shape. Yeah, that one's heart shape. Very cute. So that's those. And then back here was the other bag that did not say vintage. And these ones are better condition. More variety. Yeah. So it's been like 2 days since I cleaned my front room. Literally after I'd filmed that, my allergies were just like really acting up, and I ended up taking a Claritin and a Reactin because the Claritin didn't do anything. And then yesterday I was like low-key knocked out probably from that, but also it's just been raining the past few days, which is kind of nice. But I want to be productive in this video. So firstly, I want to do a bunch of whips. I have I think 2 or 3 bags of projects that I need to like finish as soon as I can before I start anything new. But last night I finished this bandana. It's in that camo color that I bought last video, and I probably have enough to do a second one. Hold on, let me get my iPad because I have my to-do list. So this morning I already finished editing last vlog and I uploaded it, so that's good. Next on my to-do list, I believe, is reminders. Today I want to, okay, leave me alone. Okay, fix my, oh my gosh, the light. Fix my printer. So I ordered some glossy sticker paper that I want to try because I want to do, like I mentioned before, more illustrative stuff for selling, because one, it's cheaper than for people to buy like crochet stuff. 2, it's easier to like mass produce them, so I have more stock. And yeah, it's something that people can use up, like stationery, like stickers and prints, so they can like buy more than one. So yeah, that's been on my mind, and like thinking about like my branding, basically. Like I sell like multiple different things, but like what is the consistency between everything I'm making? Because it is hard for me to think of like just cutting out like products, if that makes sense. I think at the end of the day I'll probably like fade out the clay stuff, just because it's not my favorite thing to make. And I think it makes more sense for me to make those just like for myself and friends when I'm in like in the mood to do it, instead of like trying to produce multiple of them. So that's that. In terms of my branding, I've been thinking about like, I guess like, do I want to rename my brand or do I want to just keep it as like my art name, which Ray Day Art, which is my name. And I guess the consistency, one, right now I feel like everything is very colorful. That's kind of like my main thing across all my stuff. But I've been wondering if I should start to like narrow it down to be like everything is like fruit and vegetable themed, like garden themed. But then that also kind of, I feel like puts me in a little bit of a box of like what I can or can't illustrate. Which I don't love, but also like to be business like wise, it is ideal to like narrow in on something so people come back and like know exactly what they're shopping for, or like there's a specific theme, like everything is like Halloween themed or everything is fantasy themed or something. So I think it's something else to keep thinking about and just like adjusting as I do different markets. So that, but yeah, that leads me to, I had bought K-pop Demon Hunter stickers, like ordered them, my own design, and I think they got lost in the mail. So today I'm gonna email Jukebox, which is where I order them from. They have really good like communication services, so I'll see if they think it also got lost in the mail, then hopefully they'll just resend me a new shipment. So that, and then because I want to expand like my illustration stuff, basically I ordered some glossy sticker paper that I'm gonna try so I can print stickers at home and just hand cut them, and that'll give me like, one, a wide variety of designs that I can do, and two, it'll be like basically the cheapest option. I'll probably sell them for like $2 or $3 each, so it's a little bit cheaper than the $5 stickers that I have professionally printed. And it's also just to kind of like play around with like what different sticker sheets there are, and like if I like the quality of them, how they work with my printer. But yeah, my printer is I don't want to say broken, but I need to like recalibrate it and figure it out. So fix my printer, I need to do laundry, I want to update my Etsy this week, but I need to take pictures of stuff, but it's been rainy so I can't do that. And then on my other to-do list in terms of whips, finished a black cat hat for my brother's friend, which is almost done. Flower cardigan I started a few months ago, also almost done. I need to finish that and just have them like off my to-do list. Butterfly vest, which is something I started. I had filmed the whole thing, but it was for this fairy garden event that I went to at the Royal Botanical Gardens in Hamilton, but I didn't end up wearing it because it ended up being too big. And I'll probably talk about the pattern and stuff more when I actually work on the piece, but I was like really frustrated with the pattern and the way it's written. It definitely needs to be like peer edited, and a lot of people didn't have issues with it, but I think if you're trying to make a larger size, it's way more confusing the way that it's written. So that's kind of frustrating that it is like more accessible to like smaller sizes. And yeah, I had issues with that pattern. It still turned out pretty once I like got over the back and forth of the way the pattern is written. But one, I ended up making it first too small, had to undo it all, then I made it extra big because I was like, this literally turned out so tiny, and then it ended up being too big. So I don't think I'll add like the sleeves on it. That's like what I didn't end up finishing, because if that'll just make it even larger. So I think I'll try to see see if I can troubleshoot it. If not, then I'm gonna give it to one of my friends who I think it'll probably fit them better than if it's me. So kind of sucks, but I can always make it again now that I like own the pattern and kind of like know what it's actually trying to say. And then I'm still sewing a dress. I have all this footage from like 2 months ago when I was sewing this dress. I had to put it on hold because I've just gotten so busy, but I'm like closer to being finished than I am not. So that's also my to-do list, is set up my sewing machine with the white thread and finish sewing that dress, even though we're getting to the end of August and it is like a spring and summer dress. But yeah. And then thrift. So I would like to go to the thrift store at some point, probably not today. But I have a list of things. I want to get a mirror for my market so that people can like look at themselves when they try on hats and stuff. Maybe fake fruit for my market bags so people can see like it holding stuff. Because some people don't know what they're looking at when they like come over. They think it's like, I don't know, they get confused. Some people just like really, I don't know, they like hold up the bandana like, is this a bib? I'm like, no, please don't do that. That's nasty. I want to get more ceramic pots. I have like 3 Hoyas that I bought like a while back that I think I want to get some like nice cover pots for them. Looking at like a large watering can for inside the house because I'm always like refilling this small can. But I finished my book last night. It was Morrow Island. I don't know how. At the beginning of the book, I was like, I could see this being like a 4-star. And then I was like, okay, this is more like a 3-star. And then it ended up being a 2-star. The ending was just so bad. And it was like they were trying to do so much with all the metaphors and just like, I get they were trying to have conversations about mental health and environmentalism, but like it just didn't connect. All the characters were just like flat. It was kind of like advertised as like a thriller, but like it wasn't really written as a thriller. You're just like, okay, like I get something's supposed to feel wrong, but like it's just not delivering. Everything just felt like underwhelming. And like it wasn't badly written. It was just like, it just kept missing the mark, you know? And it was slow. It was only like 240 pages and it took me like 2 or 3 weeks to finish. It was like a slog. Anyways, I'm starting God Killer, which is a fantasy book, so we'll see how that goes. Still haven't fixed the printer. It might just need name brand cartridges, but I'm going to work on this cat beanie. It's literally almost done. It goes like this, and then like this. Okay, I finished the beanie, and I'm pulling out my next whip, which is this flower crop cardigan. There's little yarns all over it, but literally I've done so much of this. I just need to finish it, but you have to do each of these little flowers individually and attach them. I'm never making this project again, basically. I said I wasn't gonna start anything new, but I lied. I'm gonna knit a beanie. I just want to do something mindless. So this yarn I already used to make a bucket hat. And this is what I did last time, and I had enough to do a full beanie in this pattern. And instead of 4.5, I'm gonna do a 5mm and do a smaller size. Okay, I just finished work, and there is a yarn store called Woolbin close by, so I'm gonna stop there, and I'm picking up, I think, Estelle worsted yarn. And I'm going to be knitting my boyfriend a sweater. It's going to be like a half zip pullover, so I'll buy the pattern when I get home and like look into the details. I think I'm going to get, I was thinking 5 skeins, but I'm wondering if I should get 6. So I think I'll probably get 6 just for safety precautions. Anyways, I'll maybe film when I'm there, depending if the owner is like there. Okay, yarn acquired. Got this like navy blue in the color that it was called, it has like a name, but it's called like heathered navy or something, or not heathered, something else, soft navy maybe. But I got 6 and I'm hoping that'll be enough. My phone's not focusing at normal distance, so that's weird. I'm wearing poncho. Oh yeah, I'm going to market. I don't know if I'll wear the bangle, but, and I have my little chili earrings I made. So yeah, I think we're gonna be late. Hee. But I think I'm gonna wear sneakers. Okay, I am at here. I have it set up basically. Here are my new Keep Up Demon Hunter stickers. Those ones I ordered. And then these are my new stickers that I printed from home. We have Butter Pup, Little Apple, Mushroom Frog, and then a tortoise selling mushrooms. And then I have my sticker sheets, prints over here. I still need to fix the signs, earrings, teapots, and I have this new bandana, hair, like hair bands. Here's one, and then these are the new beanies that I knit. There's a cream one and then the navy one. I sign. And over here we have, this is a new bucket hat. It is the kelp bucket hat pattern. We have a lemon adult bucket hat, and then this is a granny stitch navy bucket hat. And then this was a newer one too. These are all adult sizes. And then 2 berets, and then these are the kids' smaller size bucket hats over here. I finished the swatch. That's how it turned out. Very nice, very drapey. I need to block it and see it's the right gauge measurements for the sweater. And then I cast on a chunky knit beanie. So I'm gonna work on this. And this yarn, it like went dark and now it's going into light, so it's kind of nice that it's got like a dark rim that will be like the edge of the bottom of the hat of the brim. So I think we're getting a lunch soon. I've sold 4 items in total. I sold 1 bandana and then a jelly sticker sheet and then 2 of my new frog stickers. So I am happy about that. And I'll see if we make any more sales. It's pretty quiet right now. But maybe the after lunch crowd will walk through with their coffees and such, you know. Yeah, that's my update. Okay, I am back from a market. It is like 8 p.m. So today went really well. I think Maybe because it was a long weekend. I don't know. It was kind of slow, but I think all the university students were back in town. So I sold 1 beanie, 2 bandanas, 1 sticker sheet, and 3 stickers. And I think it was a total of $92. So I made profit, which is awesome. And yeah, I was hoping I wouldn't have to cancel. I have like two more or one more market in, I think 2 more in September. And I was worried because last market I didn't make any money. But I think we'll be good for the next 2 markets now that the university students are back. So that's awesome. And I ended up signing up for 2 more markets, not with the Guelph handmade, but one is in my city at, it's called Friends of Bronte's Creek's Friends. It's at Bronte Creek Park, which is really close to me. And that one is November 4th, I believe, or October 4th. Yeah, I think it's October 4th. And that one's a handmade craft market, which should be good. And then the other one is the Christmas market, Burlington Handmade Christmas Market. That one's on Pearl Street. I believe that is like the 2nd week of December. So looking forward to those. They were both like pretty affordable for markets. I'm gonna see if there's maybe like a Halloween market or another Christmas market. I'm like waiting to see if they get back to me. But yeah, I was working on that 1 knit beanie and I finished that, so that's available. And I cast on another one today that's like a teal color that's like striping, and that one's a chunky, so I got like a few inches of it done while working today, so that's good. I think I took a clip of it. But yeah, and I finished my swatch for sweater for my boyfriend that I'm making him for like his like birthday / Christmas gift. So it was pretty productive today. I finished the swatch, cast on beanie, and then I fixed up like a bag that I wanted to make the straps thicker. So I did all that while I was sitting there. I still have my whips I was supposed to be working on. It's back there. It's literally right there.
What are you looking at?
I am making another sweater for my boyfriend. So I made him a cardigan last year, and this year he requested a pullover half zip. Let me pull up the pattern. I wasn't fully prepared here. It's the Popham pullover by Alicia Plummer. So it can be knitted for female or male, it says. Mock turtleneck. It's knit from the bottom up. So the yarn I have picked is the Estelle worsted in the color Q61226. It had a name. I think it's navy something, but this is what it looks like. Ooh, pretty. And I knit my swatch. So the pattern calls for 4.5 millimeter needles, but I wasn't really meeting gauge, so I finished the swatch doing 5 millimeter needles, and that fit a bit better. The amount of rows I'm kind of short on, so I think to meet gauge it was 28 rows, and I think I have like 24, 25. So hopefully it'll be fine. I will adjust like measure by like the length of the body and the sleeves, and just make sure it's like doesn't end up like too big or too small. But yeah, that's my swatch. And yesterday I cast on This is what it looks like. This is the bottom ribbing. I'm doing size E, which is 120 stitches to cast on. So I'm just doing one by one ribbing, and then we get to the stockinette stitches for the body and do all the way up do that all the way up to where it separates, and you knit flat for the front and the back at the armpit, basically, like up to here, and then knit flat and then seam at the shoulders. So it's going good so far. I did like cast on last night and I ran out of like my long tail cast on, so I tied on an end, and then as I was knitting it I was getting like anxious that it's gonna like unravel. So I took it off the needles and started over and have extra for weaving in. But yeah, there's no knots anymore. But yeah, that is my update. I'm hoping his birthday was last week, and I'm hoping this is kind of like his birthday Christmas gift. I'm hoping to have it done for Christmas. So I have 4 months, I think. Yep. So fingers crossed. I have other stuff on my to-do list, but I'm just gonna be working away on this for a while. Okay, we switched to 5mm, and I'm just beginning the knit all the way around. We're not doing one by one, we're doing just knit stitches for 11 to 12 inches kind of thing for the body. So I have my little turnip here. I went to the thrift store and I just want to show. First of all, I got this suede, it's not real, leather bag, but it's in very good condition and the inside's very clean. And it was $6. It's got these like details on it. I think it'll just be a great fall bag. And I'll show you the other clothes. I'll save the best for last, I guess. I got this sweater. I feel like it's just giving, my friend said, like ski resort kind of thing. It's very winter fall cozy grandma. It's from Penman's. I like the buttons on it. There's some brown buttons, but I feel like it is the vibe. I could see some like jeans, jacket on, sneakers. Very cute. I've been looking for a small mirror. Hi. And this one fits the vibe of my market stuff. So I'm gonna clean this up, take the sticker off, and use it for my market so people can try on hats. And the sticky got in the mirror. Okay, I'll have to clean it up. So people can try on hats and see themselves. And then this I got, I think I can use them also for market display stuff. There's 2 in this little set that was like $3.50, but it's for my Halloween costume. If you know who I am gonna be for Halloween, take a guess below. This is a part of the costume. And then, hold on. Y'all see this beautiful orange leather jacket. It's got ties, and you can just hear, pretty sure it's real leather, just by the way that makes sounds. I don't think I can really button it up, but I don't think I'd wear it like that anyways, unless I just tied it. But I feel like it's just the perfect, it smells like someone's closet. But I have some leather cleaner. There's a little like spot there, you can kind of see. So I'm gonna see if I can wash that out and then use the leather cleaner. It's kind of like conditioner. But otherwise this was $25. But I knew that if I left without it, I would have regrets. So now I have a red leather jacket, black, and a orangey brown color. So yeah, that's what I got today at the thrift store. Yeah. And shit. Like Dave was playing like we're on to our second cake of yarn. So I worked at my friend's yesterday and did quite a good amount of progress. Finished the first cake. So I'm gonna attach this guy. I don't know what the technique is called, but basically you kind of weave the threads into each other, like connected like this, and then weave the ends back into itself, its own thread. Try to give an example. So you connect them like this, and then this end, weave it through itself, and it creates a connection like that. And then you knit over it, which like extra secures it. So I prefer this method because tying knots together, it kind of stresses me out that they're gonna unravel. So you kind of make a loop on itself, basically.
Wow, this is good.
Okay, here's our sweater update. I've made quite good progress. It's been about 7 days, I think, since I started. So I'm gonna measure it and double check the pattern and see like how much further I need to go. But yeah, looks really good. I'm on my second ball. Over here, I think it's here. This is where I attached, and you can see this line where I like knit across with like two kind of like, it's kind of doubled up the way it's connected. We'll see, maybe once it washes and stuff, if I block it, I feel like you won't be able to see it. It's pretty not, like this is the armpit here. So I'll just make this like the back, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like it won't be that bad once it's washed and stuff. I am back at another market in Guelph. My friend's here with me today, and we're sighing. It's a little bit cloudy, rainy, so we'll see what the turnout is like. But I'm just working on another hat. I just finished this one. It's a double strand, chunky big beanie. And then I'm working on a single strand in this like yellow color. So we'll see. She has gone to get us food. So it's still like, it must be like just before 11 still. So we'll see how it goes. Hello. I'm out. Market went well. I sold $40 worth of stickers and prints. It was sticker and print day. So that was good for me. And I actually bought stuff too, but I got whatever, I'll show later. But I'm just at Michael's, I just stopped, and I got some some wire and a set of beads because I want to make more like little fish keychains and stuff. I don't know if I'll sell them or just be for myself, but there was a 40% off coupon, so I used that on the beads. So I saved almost $12 on the beads. And then I don't see that there was a discount on the wire, but then these were 30% off. The yarn was all 30% off. So I got a Flower Power yarn in this color. Hello, Cherry Blossom. So it's white with pink petals and a like dark pink interior. So I think I'm gonna make that into a scarf to sell. That's the plan, because I feel like that's a good color palette. Hi, I don't know where my tiny tripod is. Wait. That's better. Okay. I'm at my table. It's been like a day since I went and got this set of beads at Michael's. So I basically have a rainbow. They're like a mix of solid and then like clear. And then these are two that I have from the dollar store. They only seem to have red and blue and like black. I wish they had all the colors because it is a really great mix set, and they have little seed beads in them too. So I'm probably gonna mainly use the blue one today. We'll see. I have my Pinterest board open over here. So I'm gonna do some little fishy, and then there's like, just on Pinterest, there is so many patterns for bead buddies, which is basically like what the little fish is. But when I was a kid, I had a lizard. Oh. Also, I bought this at Michael's too, and then when I came home, I have one of these in my box, like already. So I was like, oh, and it was like the exact same weight and everything. So foolish. I guess I'll do a few feet. Definitely want more than not enough. And I've already made the fish before. So we'll see how quick this is. Maybe I'll do a light blue, dark blue. We'll start with that. These little, I don't know where the rest are, but I have one. And they're nice for beads. You just pour them back in. Let's do teal and dark blue. Yay. Maybe I'll do like a big bead for the eye. Or I could do a big dark blue glass bead. Pretty. Okay, I need this guy. That one's different. Why are you different? Will it fit? One fish. Turned out pretty good. Now I will make an apple. I realized that I don't actually have brown and green for the apple. So I'm doing a lobster. Oops. And I did little blue beads for the eyes because I don't have black. I'll use the seed beads for earrings. I just ordered 28 gauge wire. This is 24 gauge. So 28 gauge I'm hoping will fit the seed beads. And then I can do little versions for earrings. but I will look around maybe the dollar store again for more of like this size bead. I don't know what size it is. These are just glass beads. Yeah, I can go back to Michael's though, because I'm sure they have a bead kit this size and they have the 40% off coupons right now. So, anywho, I'm gonna finish my lobster. Okay, sorry for the terrible lighting and setup. I should just get my tripod over there, and start a shawl for my grandma that she requested. So I think I bought 4 of these in 2 different blues. You can kind of see them. I think I'll start with the dark blue. And I'm gonna crochet it. I finished the yellow beanie that I started at the market. Yippee! And I wanted to finish that one first before I started this, but I'm following a pattern on YouTube called Easy Beginner Friendly Crochet Shawl Tutorial by Annabelle Shawl, or it's called the Annabelle Shawl, by Bag O' Day Crochet. So it looks like it's just a mix of like 3 rows of granny stitch clusters and then 3 rows of double crochet, I believe. Maybe your tummy. I don't know if that picked up. Her tummy made a huge grumble. Anyways, I have a tea I made. I'm almost done rewatching season 1 of Owl House, so I'm gonna put that on. I want to watch the series for the fall, and I'm thinking about rewatching Dungeon Meshi / maybe Amphibia. We'll see. Usually, like every year, I rewatch Over the Garden Wall, but I've seen it so many times, so. Anywho. Okay, I've hit my desired body length, and now I'm going to follow split for the back and the front, and then I believe we continue knitting the front panel. I finished the front 2 panels. It's like a halter. That's where the collar zipper will be. Now I'm gonna pick up the back stitches and work up the back. Hi, I haven't checked in a while. This is the boyfriend sweater I'm working on. It's not called the boyfriend sweater. It's a sweater for my boyfriend. It's called the Pop Ham Pullover. And I finished well, I can't really say I finished the body. Basically, I've finished the bottom of the body. It's all the way down here. Did the front 2 panels because it's like a V-neck with a zipper. And now I'm doing the back panel, which will go up. And I think it'll have some short rows at the top. Then I believe we connect the shoulders, do the collar, do the sleeves. Done. I've been working on this for a few weeks now. I think I started it the beginning of September, so it's almost been I always do this. I just pulled off like 5 stitches. It's almost been a month. How to fix this stitch I dropped. What else? I had a market. Today is Monday. I had a market on Saturday. It went well. It's my last Guelph market. I made about, I think I made $88. So good. That's good for me. And I've been working also on a shawl. Okay, I gotta redo this. A shawl for my grandma. So that has been in the works. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Fix. There we go. Yeah, the shawl I'm doing is a YouTube video called the Annabelle shawl. And I'm actually doing it in like navy colors like this. I don't know if I showed anything of me working on it, but it's like a repeat of granny stitch clusters and then like single, or not single, double crochets like individually. And it's turning out pretty. Yesterday I made 3 bandanas for stock. I have a new market this weekend that's in my city at a provincial park. So I'm looking forward to that because I've not done that market before, nor have I ever been to it. And I also just got accepted into another Christmas market that's near me. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I've sold like 4 bandanas and in the past few weeks, and I only had one color of each of those. It was like this blue sparkly one that I have yet to replace because I still have the yarn for it, and then green and black and a tan. So yesterday I made the green, black, and tan bandana, so I might make one more of the blue one just to have it because I already have the yarn, so I might as well use it. I in this video made a bunch of beanies, like, well, not in this video, but like in the time of me filming this video. I'm so sorry that the camera is down there. I was just supposed to be a quick check-in, but made some beanies, some single strand and some double strand chunky knit, and I just cast on another one today in like a terracotta color. So I'm gonna try to have that done for Saturday. Today's Monday. But I already worked on it for a while this morning, so I'm giving my hands kind of a break because my hands get sore doing the double-stranded beanie. So I'm working on this guy, but that's about it. I'm just kind of like working through my stash, and yeah, that's all I have. I think yeah, maybe I'll do this as my closing clip for the video. Just like a chatty ending, I guess, because I think I need to just start a new fresh one. And hopefully the next one will be more organized and actually follow some kind of event and like projects and stuff, because this video just feels like scrambled footage. I don't even know what footage I have. I have to like go back and see while editing. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate any likes, comments, etc. And I will be filming my next video at my next market this weekend. So hopefully I'll see you there. Bye.